Hello my dear sister queens. Please excuse me for exercising in front of you today. So it's a habit. I think it's really effective to talk and stretch at the same time because I don't concentrate on pain. So you might want to do some stretching as well while you're listening and learn something new. I'm going to talk to you about how to find your knight or how to change your king into your knight. Well, first of all, you have to understand that the old is as good as new because you can mold anybody into anything with the right skills. Why? Because we are not a solid matter. We are moving, we are changing all the time. Were you the same you 10 years ago? No. Were you the same you yesterday with this person and with that person? You're a different you all the time. That shows us that there are little bits of personalities in us that with the right nurture and right development can grow into the whole us and sort of be our main personality. We can be one person, but we can also be another person too. Depends on what direction you go in. So you can mold your king to be a totally different person. Choosing your raw material. There's plenty out there, so you don't need to be settling for this or that. Just find your flexible, intelligent, and change-friendly person. A person who will be willing to accept what his queen is demanding from him. Flexibility is very important. You don't want a stiff guy. Well, you might want a stiff guy in some ways, but not in the personality changing way. When he will say, this is just the way I am, this is me, you must love me for who I am because I'm not going to change for anybody. And why would you want somebody like that? Send them on a long journey of search for the right person who will want a stubborn ass like that. And nobody would. So people like that usually end up alone or find victims who are not confident enough to leave them, because nobody likes stiffness. Unless it's stiffness, and it's good. Oh, I'm getting dirty. These thoughts, phew, disgusting. Building something outside. Let's pause it for the noise. You start by visualizing your exact life with this person, and it should be not, oh, I wish he was like this and I wish he was like that. It's not like that. You're almost living this parallel life of living with this person, and you visualize it exactly as it is. It's already happening. You're living this life with your ideal knight. So it should be a detailed description of your week. We wake up on Monday and this happens and this happens. And you see it, you feel it, you smell it, you look at the details, and you have to create this whole movie of your parallel life with the person you want to be with. And it is very important. It's not about finding your perfect half, it's about making your perfect half. And you're already a whole anyway. You don't need your other half, you just need a good knight to lovingly and devotedly serve you. We're all whole, we don't have halves. But we can balance each other by being helpful and sharing love, emotion, happiness, right? We don't need to share trouble. There is no trouble in perfect balance. So you have visualized this life. You like the idea. Now, how do I make that man? How do I make my king into that man, into that knight? Or where do I find a knight like that? Wait, we are getting to step 2 now. Now you write the rules. You can write them in your head or you can write them on paper. Rules, what you like him to do. Rules for him. I like foot massage every day. I like my man to work because I don't work. I like to have a man who would be responsible for getting a cleaner in the house every week. I'd like him to take care of the dishes. I'd like him to help me with cooking. I'd like him to eat exactly what I tell him to eat. I'd like him to exercise on a program that I designed for him. I'd like him to be able to discuss some issues, abstract issues with me, rather than what he just seen on TV and gossip in the newspapers. I want him to be intelligent. I want him to be more intelligent than me. I want him to like cats and dogs, maybe. And you create this whole set of rules. Also, what you would like it to look like in the bedroom, what you like, and what you would like him to do. And then we move on to the next step of presenting these rules to the raw material. The raw material will be out there. You'll meet him randomly. Take your pick, tell him about the rules. Any guy is ultimately looking for the rules and looking to obey and follow, and loves to know what the female wants from him. More drilling. Desire to be able to please your female and to know what your female wants, to know what your queen wants from you. This desire in most of the men. You know, when men look for birthday presents or Christmas presents, and how frustrated they get, and they ask the sales clerks of, oh, what can a girl want? And they always advise him the wrong thing, and they get the wrong thing, and that you're like, thank you, that's a nice gift. That's not really what you wanted, right? Men need to know what we want, and you don't need to be very subtle with presenting your rules to your man. Tell him exactly what you want. I want you to do this in bed. I want you to do this in the kitchen, this in the bathroom, and this in life, and this with your friends, and This is your rules. Take it or leave it. And the maximum you can give him, since he is a trainee, still raw material that is to be molded, you can give him 10% discount on your rules. That is that 90% of the rules you are to follow from now on, and the 10% you are to follow from later on when you're ready to be able to accept what I ask from you. And men need these rules. They need guidance and they need control. And if they say they don't, they're not ready yet. Leave them alone, because that kind of relationship will not lead anywhere. Man is there to listen, to understand, and to serve his queen. But how can he serve his queen without knowing what the queen wants? And I know guys are watching this, so guys, you want to serve your queen, right? Right. And most of you do not know what the queen wants, unless you know who she is and what she has told you, that she likes yoga and she wants the guy to wake up, say, earlier than her, to spread the yoga mat out on the veranda, or take her to the beach and wait there while she is doing her meditation and doing the yoga and so on. You're there to wait, and for breakfast, she doesn't want bacon and eggs and a cup of coffee in bed. She wants a bowl of fruit salad with some soaked oat groats covered with almond milk, pre-soaked from the night before. Now, how can you guess that if you don't know that? And this is what this queen wants, and this is what you might not want, but if you like your bacon and eggs, you have to let him know that this is what you like. Otherwise, you get fruit salad. Okay, and say when you look at your man, at your knight, you want him to be in exactly the right physical shape for you. You might like some things or you might not like some things. You might not like the color of his shirt or the type of underwear, like boxer shorts, baggy boxer shorts. Maybe you want this sort of triangle tight stuff, and that's a lot more attractive. Why don't you tell him, this is what I like, this is what I want you to do? Because my dear queen, it's up to you to mold him into the person that you like him to be. And men need this guidance, they crave for it, they want it. At least the ones who understand the principles of the whole queen-knight dynamic. Okay. Tell him the rules, he will make a decision. Give him time to consider. If he's not ready for your rules, it's just not the right knight for you. The right knight will be ready for your rules. And the right knight will be ready for my rules too. I think my constitution of rules is about that thick. In my mind, of course, but it's very difficult to find the right knight who will obey all the rules, because they're so hard. And you need to be at the highest level of devotion and involvement to be able to obey all the rules, even with a 10% discount. Okay, so don't waste your time on something that you do not enjoy and make your relationship perfect. Because it is up to the queen to mold her knight and to make her relationship with the knight perfect. Not up to the knight, because they don't know what to do.